Hey everyone. So I'm in the midst of preparing and editing a really big video about a movie. That's probably going to post maybe next week, hopefully. I think you're going to really enjoy it. It's fun. But my reaction video to Oppenheimer became the most successful video I ever had. It had bonkers numbers. And so today, a very anticipated trailer for Dune dropped. I'm going to post a reaction to it. I don't think there's going to be a lot of science to talk about, if any. We can just geek out about the science fiction. I'm a huge Dune fan, as you may have seen in my previous video I made about the science of Dune. And so I've been looking forward to this for a long time. So let's jump in.
This world is beyond cruelty. You've been fighting the Harkonnens for decades. My family's been fighting them for centuries.
Scale of this thing.
Alongside my father.
My father didn't believe in revenge. We believe in Fremen.
Let me fight beside you.
Reload!
He said I got that. Thanks.
I won't be fighting for him. I'm fighting for my people.
You young pup.
Glad they had that scene in there.
Do you believe in Paul?
Glitter science. The prophet. Why is that a bad thing? Use it. Because all my visions lead to horror. Because you lose control. Because I gain it. Johnny, do you believe in me?
Paul Atreides is still alive.
Oh, I didn't know they cast Walken in this. Awesome.
Deal with this prophet.
Oh, nice.
You are. Your father was a weak man. He comes back from the dead. I will do what must be done.
We gave them something to hope for.
That's not hard!
Oh, nice.
I will love you as long as I breathe.
This prophecy is how they enslave us!
It's not a prophecy. It's a story. I don't care what you believe. I believe.
Love Javier Bardem.
I am Paul Atreides, Duke of Arrakis. Under the mercy of God.
Oh.
He who can destroy a thing has the real control of it.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about the trailer in general terms, then I'm going to talk about some spoilery stuff, and then talk a little bit more about in more general terms. In general terms, it looks really good. Denis Villeneuve, whatever you think about his movies, just has a wonderful visual sense. The cinematography looks fantastic. All the movies he's made just look fantastic, and so the look of this is just amazing. The cast is incredible. I mean, they had a great cast last time, and now they're adding Florence Pugh and Austin Butler and Christopher Walken, and that's going to be just an incredible cast that they have here. So you'd think that would make the movie a success no matter what. So this looks very exciting and promising. Now I'm going to talk about some spoilery stuff. So if you want to avoid the spoilers, if you have not read the books or don't know what's going to happen, not watched the previous series, go ahead and skip ahead. I'll have bookmarks below so that you can avoid this. If not, if you don't mind being spoiled or you know the plot, let's go ahead. There is a lot in this trailer that makes me optimistic about this. They show the Water of Life scene, which is a critical part of Paul's development, showing that he has powers that previously only women had. I really like this reaction shot of Stilgar to apparently Paul riding the worm. If you're familiar with the story, you know that this means that Paul may have to call him out and kill him as a challenge because he's a native of the tribe. I like that they show him calling himself Paul Moadib Atreides. That's a very critical part of the book where he tries to merge his identity as an Atreides with that of a Fremen to try to change the future and the prophecy of what's going to happen. That last line, he who can destroy a thing controls that thing. One of the things that I don't think the movie did, but the TV series did, was Paul develops the ability to destroy the spice and cut off basically all travel in the galaxy. And that's his ultimate trump card to play against the Emperor and the Guild in the final showdown, that he has this power. Because the houses of the Landsrot, if they united against him, could destroy him. What gives him the power to potentially win is his control of Dune, and particularly his control of the spice. So I really like that they're showing that. I think we only got a little bit of Zendaya in the first one. She's looking very different in this half, very more intense, and I think we're going to get a really great performance out of her. Still, my favorite Chani is from the TV series, but we'll see what Zendaya does when she's given the real meat of the character. And I really like that. I think the casting's great. Florence Pugh's a fantastic actress. I'm glad they cast her as Irulan. Christopher Walken is, of course, always awesome. I think he could do a great job as the Emperor. I really like showing that arena scene with the Harkonnens and Feyd Rautha fighting. One of the things that the TV series did way better than the movie is develop the Harkonnens as villains, as a culture, as a power struggle between the Baron and his sons. And really develop the character of Feyd Rautha so that when the final showdown happens, you are afraid that he is that skilled warrior and can take down Paul if he has to. So spoilers end here. So those of you who skipped ahead can now go in. I liked both the movie and the sci-fi TV series. The Lynch movie, which I like in the Alan Smithy cut because I think it explains things and lets the material breathe a bit more. But I still think it's a very good movie. It has that scale and epicness that Dune needs, and it is what got me into the Dune universe. I saw the movie on TV, and I was like, wow, this looks cool. I'll read the books. And 6,000 pages later, here we are. The TV series, I thought, Dune benefits from being able to breathe. It is a big, sprawling story with a lot of world building. The more you give the story time to develop and people get into the intricacies and so forth, the better your Dune adaptation is going to be. The TV series had limitations too. It was very studio bound. It didn't have that epic look that Dune needs, but it did get into the characters and the culture of the Fremen, the culture of the Harkonnens. I really like the Harkonnens way better in the TV series than in the movie. It develops them as these cunning, dangerous villains much better than the movie did. I think the new movie kind of splits the baby the right way, that it gives you that epicness and that scale and that gravitas that Dune needs, while still giving you a lot of character and culture and plot development so that it feels organic and it all fits together. And I like that they're highlighting the elements of that story, the make Dune in this trailer. And so that makes me very optimistic about this. Scientifically, again, I'll refer to my video where I talked about the science of Dune. There's not much to add to that. It looks like they're going to keep a lot of the mystical aspects, and especially Paul's ability to predict the future. Again, I think that would have benefited a little bit in a scientific sense from emphasizing Paul's mentat training. I think that makes it a little bit more realistic for Paul to be able to project the future if he has that ability to make those rapid calculations and be able to see the things around him and put those together in ways that other people can't because of both his Bene Gesserit training and his mentat abilities. So I think that it does hurt that they didn't put that in there. Dune is probably one of the only science fiction novels that's really about ecology, about this planet and the environment of it and how people adapt to it and the kind of things it produces that are useful to the galaxy. And I'm hoping that the movie will really focus on that and build the plot from that organically, the way the novels do and the way the sci-fi TV series did. I think we will get to a very satisfying conclusion. So overall, what's not to like? It looks beautiful. The cast is great. We have an accomplished director who has a record of sticking the landing. We have, of course, great source material, great music, this time from Hans Zimmer. A lot of you jumped on me in the last reaction video because I incorrectly said Hans Zimmer was doing the score for Oppenheimer. So I've got it right this time. Overall, very optimistic. And if there is any science to talk about in November when this comes out, I'll probably see it opening day because both I and my daughter are very into it. I will record another video giving my reaction to it. I will get this new video on a long movie ready for you, and I think you'll really enjoy it. It's kind of a crazy one. But until then, I'm Mike Siegel. I write for Ordinary Times. Thank you for watching.